Acc2, next generation advanced commercial controller, new flagship of the Hunter Industries fleet. What we've got, 54 station conventional output, beautiful new backward compatible output modules, all now standard with extreme service surge protection. 3 flow meter inputs standard, expandable to another 3. This allows us to go up to 6 flow meter inputs with 6 pump master valves and 6 independently managed and monitored flow zones. One of the signature features of the controller is ease of service. Held in simply with a magnet, pull it out, feed it through, turn it around. The face pack understands he's been turned around, automatically switches to a diagnostic mode. I can now operate everything in the controller while viewing and working with anything internal to the controller. I can actually do all the programming and everything. It will actually run automatic programs in the reverse position. I can leave the controller like this and is fully capable of automatic irrigation. While it's closed, note the optional Wi-Fi module. The Wi-Fi module plugs into the face pack. It hosts its own web page. It's set up for a direct connect from a mobile device that'll allow you to use it as remote control, text enter names, view your flow sensors, all 6 of them, and is also set up for future connection to central control with its own router chip. Acc2 is all about flow. In each of its 6 flow zones, you can specify a flow target, a rate you want it to run all night. And then it knows each station's flow, it knows which flow zone those stations are connected to, and it will schedule stations on to reach that optimum flow rate and stay there all night long and taper off at the end. You have 32 automatic programs that can be dispersed over your 6 flow zones. So there's really no reason not to have enough granularity to get everything irrigated in the optimum amount of time. Acc2 has intelligent current sensing. You are no longer artificially limited in how many things can run at once. The enormous power supply will turn on as many things as you want until it's endangered. And then the controller itself will act to turn off those stations to protect it. So you can run at least 14 Hunter solenoids simultaneously. Whenever an event occurs of an unusual nature, you get a flashing alarm icon. Touch the soft key that has the same icon and he'll tell you what's going on. In this case, it's simply letting me know there had been a power failure and power is now restored. The messages never interfere with automatic irrigation. When you're done with them, clear the message, it's gone. It's not really gone, it's stored in our log files where you can look at the last 250 alarm events whenever you wish, in the order in which they occurred. Here's another cool thing about power outages. The computer reboots after the outage. It's now replaying the events it should have been running in its head. It knows where it should be in real time. It will resume irrigating now where it ought to be at this time of day and finish at the end time that it was scheduled for. So you will miss the smallest amount of irrigation possible after a momentary power outage. It will not just wait for the next start time. It will resume and recover as much irrigation as it possibly can. Acc2 was designed from the get-go to be an internationally friendly controller. It is language selectable on the fly to any of 12 languages. In the settings, regional settings, we can switch through a variety of languages which will switch everything in the controller to the selected language, units of measurement, and even daylight saving change. Not everyone changes on the same dates and patterns. This is programmable as well. The interface is unique. The interface combines elements of our Luxor controller with elements of our Pilot Golf controller, which also resemble an ATM machine. In all the different menus, the soft keys do different functions and get the most mileage and shortcuts out of each of our screens. When I go to our main menu, this is our basic program menu. When I punch in, I go to Start Times. I can now set up, I can name, set up automatic or manual only program, and put in the start time for the program. But it knows that I'm here, so it's also labeled shortcuts to get to the run times for this program and the water days for this program. In every menu screen, the soft keys perform different functions that give me shortcuts, copy and paste functions that are appropriate to getting through that menu as quickly and efficiently as possible. Another feature that's nice with the graphics, with 32 programs, there's a lot of potential for confusion, so we give you summaries at the controller level by program so that I can see exactly what's set up for the program. And finally, a visual program summary that lets me scroll forward up to 7 days in advance and see how my programs overlap and also if there's any watering restrictions. The red lines, these are hours in the day for days of the week. The red lines are non-water windows during which automatic irrigation is not permitted. So I can see at a glance what my schedule is going to look like and if there's any conflicts. Like all Hunter commercial products, the Acc2 has a 5-year warranty, backed up by an outstanding internal call center and an extensive network of field service managers across the world.